California is renowned for its world-class universities and colleges and has for a very long time been a magnet for students across the globe seeking higher education. Yet daunting costs of tuition can often deter prospective students. Fortunately, there exist pathways to make higher education affordable in the Golden State. Hi, my name is Rosalie, and I'm the Communications Director for Beyond Academy. Today, I'm going to tell you how to navigate California's in-state tuition residency requirements so an affordable higher education can be in your reach. It's no secret that if you're an in-state resident, you're going to pay a lot less in tuition than if you are out of state. The same is true for California. But how does one get that? You can't just show up with your suitcase one day and say, hey, I want to be a resident of California and let me get that discounted tuition rate. It's actually a very lengthy process, and I would recommend consulting with an expert at Beyond Academy to help navigate through the process. But in the meantime, let me give you some tips and tricks if you want to try to tackle this on your own. Find specific residency requirements established by that state's educational institution. Differs between one college or university to the other. There are core principles that remain largely consistent. And here are the key residency requirements that one must fulfill. You need to have a physical presence. To qualify for in-state tuition, you must physically reside in California for at least 1 year and a day before the college term begins, for which you seek in-state tuition. This entails establishing a permanent home within the state. Now, there are several ways that you could do this. If you don't want to take a gap year and you want to finish your senior year and start in the fall with California, you may not get the in-state tuition, but you want to have a permanent residence in California for that freshman year so that you can qualify for a lower rate your sophomore year or the following once you meet that requirement of a year and a day. Financial independence. If you are under the age of 24 and considered to be a dependent student, both you and your parents must concurrently meet the residency requirements to establish California residency independently. You must demonstrate financial self-sufficiency, showing that you're not financially reliant on your parents or guardians. So if you're under the age of 24 and your parents claim you on their tax return as a full-time student and you're dependent on them, then your parents must live in California with you for a year and a day for you to qualify for in-state tuition. If your parents do not claim you and you are independent, you can live there by yourself. However, you have to show an income stream that you're not earning enough money to live on your own and be financially independent. Another requirement is your intent to remain in California. You need to have a commitment that you're planning on staying indefinitely in California. This is a very important factor. The state of California does not want to just lower their tuition rate to give you in-state tuition to have you with the immediate plans that upon graduation, you're going to move to New York or Boston or even Cleveland. You need to have some plan that you plan on staying in California. Actions that demonstrate this intent to stay in California is registering to vote in the state of California, getting a California driver's license, and filing state income taxes in California. Another factor that California considers is for non-educational purposes. Enrolling in a California educational institution solely for the purpose of accessing lower tuition rates and then departing the state immediately after graduation is discouraged. Residency should be motivated by genuine intent to make California your home. You need to provide documentation. Be prepared to provide various forms of documentation to substantiate your eligibility, such as lease agreements, utility bills, and tax returns. And it's important to note that meeting these requirements does not guarantee you in-state tuition costs. Each educational institution in California has the discretion to make the final determination regarding residency, and they have many additional requirements and considerations. So for example, if you're considering that you want to go to UCLA, find out what the residency requirements are prior to you starting the process. Knowing all the facts up front can save you a lot of frustration, heartache, money. And as always, I suggest you hire an expert to help you with this process. Beyond Academy is more than happy to help. Feel free to visit them anytime at beyondacademyca.org. Thank you.